Peace and blessings, family. Today, I just want to talk to my Mastermind Mystery School family. I have been reading just the foreword of the Sibyls. And not because Vicky introduced it to us, though I've had this book since she introduced it to us. But life gets in the way a lot of times, and I'm guilty of being one who will peruse a book, highlight things that stand out to me. I won't say I've read it, but I'd be like, yeah, I have that book, right? But because of downloads I've been getting, and it's really from altar work. I'm going to say this. Practicing your altar work does alter your life. For real, for real, for real. And it not only has done that, and I say this and I've said it, it has altered who I am. My dreams are more prophetic about what's coming or what I'm going through, which is why I'm reading this. I'm getting greater insights about, I've always been a seer. I could see people's energy. I've always had that since I was a little girl. I can read people, in their energy. So there's people I can meet and immediately not like, or immediately me, I don't really want to know you type of energy. And I don't always know why. I used to talk myself out of it. Be like, Sharice, give them a chance or whatever. But I learned to trust that because that's my seer ability. And so my altar work is giving me greater understanding of who I am. And so I just want to share this piece. And this is just from the foreword. The foreword of this book is heavy hitting. Okay, I'm not even going to go no further than the foreword right now. But I just finished reading the foreword in detail. And she says at the end of the foreword, or the foreword, however you pronounce it. I call it the foreword because it's the word before they actually go into the word. So it's the foreword. But the foreword, or the foreword, she says at the end of it, many Black women are born not knowing that their suffering stems from their disconnection with their ancient rights and spiritual duty to continue the work of their ancient mothers. I don't know why that's making me teary. I think my soul knows. And then at the end of that, she says, women, until Black women are, and she says African, but I say Black, until Black women are accorded their rightful place in the world, there will truly never be any peace, any true peace. And that's one of, I feel like the divine family's purpose for some of my downloads is to, I'm getting a lot of, I feel like if you've ever heard of, there is what they call a Akashic or Akashic record. People say there's an Akashic or Akashic record, right? And you can be given information from the ethers, if you will, from those records. A lot of what is happening with me lately, I feel like comes from those records. Because there is nothing hidden that will not eventually be brought to the light. And I totally believe that we are in a time where the world is being turned back from being upside down. Because at one time the world was turned, well, we're in the world that was turned upside down. And this shift is now trying to turn the world back right side up. And while that's happening, there's a lot of tearing up, or not really, I don't like using the word tearing up when you have to get rid of all the crap demolition. There's a lot of demolition taking place right now. And anyway, so I'm not going to get into that so much. I just wanted to maybe just drop this in our discussions and see what you all that might be reading this or who aren't might want to get it and begin reading it, what you're getting. But like I said, I'm just really tapping in because even today, there were some things I said I was dealing with. Okay, let me just say this. I'm a trip. But I was on one of the social media, Instagram, I believe it was. And we've got a revelation going on right now where one of our comrades basically got on a podcast and began to share how our goddess has been basically she's dealt with so much suffering. I love this woman so deeply, this divine being so deeply for the level of suffering. I don't really think many people, and I don't even know on a, like I could say, like I don't have any private conversations with her like that. The reality for me is that I know the suffering because I'm constantly at my altar, not only praying for her, but for all of the Black media, but especially for her because she brought me back to life. I'm just going to say it like that because I had really given up on anything spiritual, which is to become the living dead. Like, it's to just walk around, say to myself, I'm just going to work a job and dance a little bit, go out and just get a man, whatever, and just live until I die because all this shit is bullshit. That was the attitude that I had decided to have when I fell upon Vicky because my life, it didn't matter that I came up in the church, but all of it was just mess to me. But listen to this, my soul sister. I totally believe she and that I'm connected to this sister in more ways than I know. She brought me back, and it didn't matter who at that journey, at the early point of the journey went whack, because it was a lot of people that tended to seem like they were going kind of on the wacky side because she's such a strong Sibyl. She is such a strong Sibyl. And I didn't know that term back then. But all I knew is I heard myself. Like I always called her the better me. Like, you know how people call their husbands or their wives, my better half. When I heard her, it was like I heard me. Like the me that I would be, right? And so it didn't matter, like none of the stuff that was going down. I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I got to help her in any way I can. And that's been my attitude because it was helping myself. It was like to help her was to help me. To help me was to help her. It was no difference there in my mind. But anyway, this is so much in just the foreword of this the Sibyls, this true history lesson, if you will. The foreword itself gives you such a powerful history lesson. I don't want to make this video too long. I've already gone because I try to think about how much I can actually load. But let's maybe decide to have a conversation around if you guys are reading parts of this or if you're having experiences related to this book. Let's talk about it. Much love, fam. Mwah.